Hello everyone, Seven Sense Talent Solutions welcomes you once again to this session on the recruitment process of DXC for the 2021 batch students. Before we begin, let us know a little bit about the company. DXC is an American multinational corporation. It provides business to business information technology services, and it was formed with the collaboration of Hewlett Packard's Enterprise Services along with CSC, which is Computer Sciences Corporation. It has more than 138,000 employees, so this gives you a sense of the scale of the company. And the CEO is a person by name Mike Malvino since September 2019. Some of the services provided are in the field of analytics, cloud and platform services, security, application services, in consulting, in business process outsourcing, business process overhauling services, enterprise, and cloud apps. It has 6,000 plus customers in 70 plus countries, gives you a sense of the scale of its geographical spread. And it's also a part of a very prestigious index known as the Standard & Poor's 500 index. You can also use the information given on this slide as information about the company. If they ask you to tell about the company or what do you know about the company, why do you want to join us, these are some points that you can mention in the HR interview rounds as well. Let us look at the eligibility criteria. DXC Technologies is hiring mostly for developers in engineering campuses. So the eligible branches are BE or BTech in circuit branches, which is CS, computer science, information technology, electronics, electrical, and instrumentation. In some places where telecommunication is also present as a separate branch, this is also an eligible branch. Cutoff marks are 60% throughout, which means 60% and above in 10th, in 12th, and in graduation, which is your engineering course. No active backlogs are allowed. Backlogs which you might have had previously but which you have cleared is okay. Education gap of more than 1 year is not allowed. So this gap could be anywhere between courses or in a course. So you could have a gap of 1 year between 12th and engineering, or you could have a year gap in engineering. That is okay, but more than 1 year is not allowed. Some of the documents which you need to keep with you during the interview process would be the mark sheets of 10th and 12th, certificates or mark sheets of the semesters that you have gotten the certificates for in graduation and post-graduation, latest passport size photos, latest resume, multiple copies of those, original and Xerox copy of the photo identity card that you will bring in. Please also keep your college ID card with you when you sit for this recruitment process. The salary varies from 3 to 6 lakhs per annum, depends on the grade of the college, depends on the specific requirement that the company has, and depends on the time of the year in which they are recruiting. So this is the eligibility criteria for developers in DXC. What are the skills that they like in candidates, or rather what are the skills that they require in candidates? Firstly, you should be able to write effective code in C, C++, and Java. So brush up on the basics and also look at how you can write effective code for basic programs. Okay, learn how to write codes and not get stuck when such questions are asked. Detailed knowledge in relational databases such as Oracle and SQL servers, and that would be a plus point. They also want strong problem solving, analytical and time management skills, some of which they evaluate during the written test, especially time management and problem solving skills. So you need to be on your toes in the written test as well. They also look at exceptional written and oral communication. Written communication, they also evaluate in the written test, which we'll explain to you, and oral communication is evaluated in the last 2 rounds. Knowledge of testing, manual and automated, black box testing, test scripting, all of those will be a big plus for candidates. And you should be flexible to work in shifts, at least at the beginning of your career. With this, let's look at the rounds of selection. There are 4 rounds. The first round, as you see here, would be the online test. So you get the online test, which is both aptitude and technical. It's an MCQ based test, multiple choice questions. So you'll have quant, logical, verbal, and technical, which will be on the basics of computer science. And an essay of 150 words is also included. So actually it is 100 plus one question, the one question being the essay question. 100 questions, of which 40 will be in aptitude In total, 60 will be in technical. That makes it 40 plus 60, 100 plus 1, which is the essay of 150 words. There is no negative marking and the difficulty level is moderate. So this is the first round, and all rounds are elimination rounds here. If you get through, you have to get around 75 percentile in this test. 75 percentile meaning 100 people who take the test, only the top 25 would qualify. So this would be the ratio that they follow for a typical college. So try to be in the top 25 when you write the online test. Following which, if you are selected in the online test, you write the programming test. Here you are given programs to write in C and C++. You have not only have to write the program but also explain the logic. Basic programs are asked, programs that you might have learned in your laboratory classes, or which you might have encountered in your theory courses, such as Fibonacci series, a number of spaces in a paragraph, count the number of vowels in a given word or a sentence, some basic programs like that. So, but being asked this and you have to execute these programs makes this round a little tough. And this makes it tough for students of non-computer science branches as well. So what you should do is you go back to your first year course on basics of C and look at solving programs in that particular course. Okay, and also brush up on your laboratory course which you have done in your first year on C. So this is for the non-CS branch students. For the CS branch students, a quick recap or refresher would be good. So this is the second round. The third round, if you see here, is technical interviews. In some campuses, they do a technical GD as well. If the initial strength is huge of the number of eligible people, then they also try to eliminate using the technical GD. In the technical GD, the topic given is of technical in nature, right? It could be something like blockchain. How do we ensure the safety and security of data? It could be about machine learning. Are we playing God? So it could be some topics like this, which is used to highlight or expose your technical knowledge. In that following which there would be a technical interview. This is only done in some campuses though. Technical interview, these are the topics, courses that you need to be thorough: C, C++, Java, RDBMS and testing. And if you have mentioned technical points in your resume, they focus on that as well. So look at your resume and try to include technical points there. If you do that, the questions are from the technical sections of your resume, and questions on this would be reduced, and at least the technical points in your resume, you can be better prepared. So this is tough because you might be able to answer questions in the resume. These questions on these 5 topics would be tough. But the HR interview, for people who go through these 3 rounds, the HR interview is a relatively easy round unless you make blunders. They check oral communication skills, so do not answer in words and yes or no's. Explain, give examples, be very confident in the HR interview because you're almost through. So there are 4 rounds of selection. Again, as a recap, the online test, which is aptitude and technical. Aptitude has 40 questions, technical has 60 questions, and an essay, which is 1 question of one topic, which you have to write in 150 words. Programming test is following the online, and here you have to look at writing programs or at least algorithms on some basic questions on C and C++. Then you'll have the technical GD in some campuses, which might be on some technical topics, or definitely you will have the technical interview, which will be focusing on C, C++, Java, DBMS and testing. Following which, if you go through to the HR interview, you can be almost assured of a job. So, but pay attention, answer well, showcase your communication skills, and you will come out with the job offer. Fine. So we look at what is the syllabus of DXC written test for the 2021 batch in Quant. You will start off with some basic topics like LCM, HCF, divisibility rules, number systems, remainders, etc. Profit and loss. Then you'll have simple and compound interest, time, speed, distance, logarithms, probability, number and letter series, which comes in Quant as well as in reasoning. Then you have mensuration, which is about area and all these geometrical figures. Time and work, pipes and systems, which are related topics. You will have averages, mixtures and allocations, geometry and ratio proportion. So it's comprehensive. You might get two or a question in each of these topics, 2 questions or a question each, depends on the paper setup. Then we look at the syllabus of DXC for verbal. Start off with basic grammar, articles, prepositions, tenses, sentence and error correction. Then you'll have sentence arrangement. You'll have 4 or 5 sentences which you have to arrange in a coherent paragraph. Idioms and phrases, synonyms and antonyms, reading comprehension in verbal. When you move on to logical, you get analogies, which is a relation between first object and the second object, and you have to find a similar relation between the third and the fourth object. Directions, coding and decoding, both numerical and alphabetical, coding and decoding. Statements and conclusions, you get some statements. Based on these statements, what can you reasonably conclude? Then you have seating arrangements, visual reasoning, which is about finding the next in the sequence of diagrams. Then you'll have data interpretation in all forms. It could be pie charts, bar graphs, scatter plots, line graphs, etc. So these are the 3 quant areas that you have. Sample technical questions that you get would be difference between the call by value and call by reference for functions. You can always explain to them that the call by value, the copy of the variable is passed, and in call by reference, variable itself is passed. We talk about the call by value being a straightforward process, and in call by reference, we talk about how pointers are used. Then Fibonacci series in C and C++ is an almost assured question. Define encapsulation in C++, you could talk to them about how data members and functions are in one class, and you can't get direct access to the data. You could only get it through functions of that class. You could talk about explain and abstraction and encapsulation as complementary concepts. You could talk about how abstraction is a study on object behavior and encapsulation is on the implementation of the object behavior, and explain that in a little bit more detail. Few additional questions that you have. We talk about the projects that you undertook in your internships. It could be even paper presentations, seminars, workshops, webinars. These are questions from the resume, so you have to be absolutely well prepared. Explain at least 3 basic concepts of OOPS. You could talk about encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Then there are questions on recursive functions. You could talk about functions that calls itself and give examples both in terms of computer science based functions as well as in real life, any recursive examples that you get. Tell us about the latest Android version. You could talk about Android version Q, which is also known as Android version 10. If you know a little bit more about Android version P, which is Pi, you could explain that. Then you have questions on semaphores. You could talk to them about semaphores being variable or abstract data types, and it being used to control access to a common resource. And there are additional questions like this. So this is the level of the questions, different types of database keys, function to reverse a linked list. This could be asked both in the interviews as well as in the second round, which is the programming round. And all the other questions of this level: how prevalent is cycle stealing in modern systems? What are the various on delete options in a database table? What is the default option? Provide insight into the e-commerce market in India for you to understand from a business perspective, from a user perspective, from the investor perspective. Give insights that is linked, and give some technical insights as well. You could talk about how companies can reduce the load time, how companies can improve the algorithms about suggestions, how companies can reduce, let us say, the time taken or time taken to close the sale, time taken for them to deliver the goods. All of those, both from a technical perspective and a business perspective, if you talk about, they know that you are well versed in today's business. What are the 4 set of properties that make? Then a lot of questions on database transactions run reliably, various states of the transactions, all of these questions of a similar level. So we've looked at the syllabus, we looked at sample technical questions. The next steps would be to click the links in the description to know more about the actual questions asked. We have sample papers that you can use for practice. You have papers with solutions as well for you to be very confident. If you want to have mock interviews on the DXC pattern, please leave your contact details in the comment section, or contact us at info@7sensetalent.com. We'll reach out to you and schedule those interviews. And we hope that you refer to our YouTube channel, 7 Sense Aptitude Prep, for all the campus recruitment tips on courses, lessons, be it company selection processes, solutions to different questions, resume, GD, PI details. Please visit our YouTube channel as well. And we hope that you found this session useful. And if you have any feedback, please do click and submit it in the comment section, and like, subscribe, and share us. Thank you so much. This is 7 Sense team saying goodbye and all the best. Thank you.